Hello viewers, it's Sentai Michael for Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain your adult language. If you're under 18, now if you're over 18, that means you have to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boonboomger. So basically, the episode starts off like this: we see Shino somewhere in the city, seemed like he was talking to somebody on the phone, and basically, after he was done talking to, looked like he was on his phone talking to somebody, but after the phone call ended, he started to head it on his way, and that's when we see Minnow, Gimba, Joe, and Boom Boom, bump basically spotted him and like, hey, what you doing here? And basically like, wow, and none of your business. And like, what the hell are you doing out here? Boom Boom, cause why Phantom wants you destroyed, so you should not be out here. You should not be out here with why Phantom now on Earth. And basically, so basically, Boom Boom explained like his favorite manga character slash cartoon character, as having a bit, to buy all the merchandise and whatnot. And plus, Boomer said, "I'm not scared of White Phantom." So, and plus, Ty said it was okay unless the others go with me. So basically, like so that's why Joe, Minnow, and Gimma are with him or with me. So basically, it's like, whatever. Okay then. Okay then, but still, you should not be out here, because you never know when White Spectre is going to attack us. It's going to try to attack us, or try to attack you. So anyway, out of nowhere, this little boy named Sasuke, like with acting like, oh, you guys are the Boom Rangers. So basically, like, he said he wanted to be a mentor to Boom Boo. So basically, but it seems like he doesn't know who Boom Boo is. So basically, like, at this point in the I'll hold my opinion towards the end. So basically, like, so basically, the boy wants to be an apprentice to Boom Boom, being Shino, and Shino was like, was not going along with that, no, and basically he just walked away and let the other Rangers deal with it, but when it was, so basically, like, once Chino left, so did Gemma and Boom Boom left as well. Like, so basically, Joe and Minnow had to deal with the boy Saki by themselves. So basically, Boom Boom and Gemma went to the special merchandise a bit for Boom Boom's favorite manga slash cartoon character. Shinobi didn't want anything to do with that boy, and he just left without saying anything. And basically, like, and Joey said, like, hey, why don't you be my mentor? I'm Boom Black, so basically, why don't you be my apprentice? My apprentice. So basically, like, Joe was like, being, let the Sasuke, follow her around and whatnot. So basically, throughout, so basically, throughout this whole episode, most of this whole episode, we see, Officer Joe do his police duties and whatnot, and helping people out and whatnot. The boy Sasuke was like, that doesn't seem very heroic and whatnot. So basically, after doing some helpful tasks, helping people out and whatnot, Joe doing his cop duties and whatnot, basically he saw somebody get mugged, but it turned out it was a misunderstanding. They were just shooting, and it was just they were filming something for a TV show or whatnot, or movie or whatever. And basically, Officer Joe just apologized for the mix-up and whatnot. And that's when the boy Sasuke, after that incident, the boy Sasuke say like, so far, Officer Joe, aka Moon Black, has been doing these, meetings and tasks instead of doing any real heroic tasks. And basically, and that's when Sasuke, appealed to Joe and Minnow that, I was supposed to look after my brother, while we were playing in the park. So basically, I left him for 1 minute to go get some drinks, and basically he fell off the jungle again, and basically the paramedics came and whatnot. So basically, the reason why I want to be a apprentice to the Rangers is to be a perfect hero to my brother and whatnot. And basically, Opposite Joe was like, I understand. Like Opposite Joe and Minnow was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. While that was going on, we see back at Boom Boom headquarters. We see Tyre talking to Sasuke and Diesel about and basically Tyre was wondering if what if the truth is about why Spectre owning the Big Bang Grand Prix race is true. In the previous episode, why Spencer told Ty that I'm the new owner of the Big Bang Grand Prix race. So basically, since you know since Diesel and Sasuke, aka Boomboomger, had have contacts in space, he wanted to confirm it's true or not. So basically, like and Diesel and Sakamo was like, it could be true because the Hashians do got a huge a huge foothold in outer space. So basically, I doubted that Washington was not lying. So basically, like Tyler was like, if it is true, then if it is true, we need to know if Washington is telling the truth about him owning the big green. The Big Bang Grand Prix race before we before we you know before we before we participate in it and whatnot. Meanwhile, back at the hockey trio, at the hockey warehouse, basically, we see the hockey trio fantasizing about why Spencer and Grand West, being in their good favors and whatnot. So basically, they were just having this weird fantasy about why Spencer and Grand West, the right hand man of why Phantom, basically, basically joining their circle and whatnot. So basically, after they were done with with their fantasy, so basically after they were done with their fantasy, Tasha used her powers to make a monster for one of those weight scales, so bathroom weight scales and whatnot, and basically and send the weight scale monster out to collect gasoline empties from the humans and whatnot. So anyway, turns out this turns out the weight scale monster trapped people in this medicine tape and stuff, and basically, and basically it depends on how many mistakes you done in your life and whatnot. Blah blah. It's just a stupid power. So anyway. mm, So anyway, so basically, Joe and Minnow spotted the monster, and basically, they were about to fight. They were about to morph up and fight him, but Sasuke was fight. But the boy Sasuke wanted to fight as well, and Joe put him inside, and basically, Minnow got trapped by the weight scale monster's power, based on how many times that she failed her driving test. Turns out it was 6 times that she failed her driving test. So basically, basically the weight scale monster is based off, you get trapped and basically, it reveals how the biggest the big the how many mistakes that you did, and whatnot. So anyway, Officer Joe was like, was about to go help Minnow, and that's when the weight scale monster was like, trying to get his power on Officer Joe, but it didn't really work it very well until it until the weight scale monster's power revealed his biggest mistake. That turns out that when he was a little boy, he accidentally burned his dad's police uniform because he was scared that his father would get hurt and whatnot as a cop and whatnot. So basically, Officer Joe was like, what, with Tony Sasuke, that there's no such thing as a perfect hero. People do make mistakes. So basically, everybody makes mistakes, but if you need to learn from that mistake, and and make sure you don't make that same mistake again. That's what I learned from my mistake. And basically Joe broke out of the monster's power, and basically sent him flying with a punch, and therefore Minnow got free from the scale monster's power as well. And Gimba, so basically Gimba, Tyre, and Shido showed up, and basically the Rangers morphed up together and battled the Scare Monster and transformed into their champion forms, and they activated their champion quick finish for Joe, and basically they took down the Scare Monster. And basically, as usual, Yaya used her hiding beam powers to make the Scale Monster grow, and basically, and basically Boom Boom showed up, and and formed the Boom Boom champion Megazord, and basically Sakamo and Disha showed up, and basically using the power of the Tokuja Russians, they formed they formed their Megazord combination, and basically took down the Scare Monster and whatnot. So anyway, after the Scare Monster was destroyed and whatnot, the Rangers, were back at headquarters, except for Joe. The Boom Boom Boomer had bought all the stuff of his favorite manga characters to give to his friends and whatnot. So basically, after Boom Boom went to that convention and whatnot, he bought gifts for all the Rangers and whatnot. But Joe wasn't there. So basically, Joe was opposite. So basically, Joe went to go see Sasuke, and his little brother is like, and basically, like, Sasuke was telling his little brother that Boom Black is also, he had this little paper cover of Boom Black's morpher and whatnot, and Officer Joe was just watching from a distance, and basically, like, good for him and whatnot, and basically, like, and just walked away. Meanwhile, somewhere else, at at at, at a at a secret at a secret location, we see Nano, Ty's mentor, talking to Vice Bento, turns out it was at the factory where Nano been making all the Boom Boom Killer Robos, and basically Vice Bento was there as well. Well, and basically, like, and basically Nano said that, we made some improvements for this latest version of the Boom Boom Killer Robo. And basically, Boy Spencer was like, "Oh, I see. This will come in handy for what I have in store for the Boom Rangers and Boom Boom." And basically, the episode ended with when it ended with well. Ended with why Phantom looking at this latest version of the Boom Boom Killer Robo at the factory that is being made by Nano's company and whatnot, and basically this how the episode ended on this note. So anyway, this was a good episode. Once again, Officer Joe really proved him. I really I like Boom Black. So basically, this was a good episode. But it seems like at this point, everybody knows who. It doesn't make sense that that the people that the boy didn't know who was Boom Blue. So basically, at this point, everybody pretty much knows the identities of the Boom Rangers. Because honestly, they had not been keeping their identities public anyway. So anyway, that's just my opinion. But this episode was just okay. So anyway, what do you guys think about this latest episode of Boom Boom? Good, bad, or just okay? Please let me know. Please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, sign off from Ski Views. One.